Jeff Sessions, a man born December 24th, 1946. So by the time going on my previous video done on Donald Trump, his best years started in 1968. That's when it was getting all around for him. And this guy here, well, we already know how bad off he is. He's a horrible, miserable, vile, racist of a person. And after everything that's been going on in the past 8 years that's been coming to light, being recorded about cops and anything else, he comes out and he says that somehow, some way, we undermine the respect for our police. I'm like, our police, our meaning ownership, our police would not run us down and kill us while we're unarmed. Our police would not pepper spray a crowd of people sitting in harmless protest. Our police would not break into somebody's home, detain them, and let them die in prison. Our police would not pull someone over just because they believe they should not be driving a specific vehicle and then allow that being to die in jail. Not saying there was murder or not, but it's kind of obvious. Now, to undermine the respect for the police, I think he's confusing respect for fear. Because people, we do fear. We fear the police. That's why we don't do anything stupid around them. All right? People seem to only respect what they fear. So it would have been accurate if he said that somehow, some way, we undermine the fear of our police or of the police or the government protectors. However you want to say it. Police are not seen as favorable because they don't do favorable things. They don't. And the good cops out there, I'm not going to praise them. Why? Because that's their fucking job. That's why. I'm not going to praise somebody for not jumping me on the street and beating the hell out of me. I'm not going to praise somebody for cooking my meal properly without poisoning it at a restaurant. I'm not gonna sit here and praise Hardee's or some place of any other quick service restaurant that when I pay them, they don't throw the food at me in the window. No, I'm not gonna praise you for doing your job properly. All right? That's not happening. And then he says, oftentimes it makes their jobs more difficult. So not fearing, or as he says, not respecting our police, often makes their job more difficult. So in other words, they just can't go out, beat the shit out of you and say, we got you. Can't just do that anymore. Can't just wrap it up and let it be. Oh no. They actually have to go by procedure. They have to think about the life that they're about to take. They have to question if their motives are sound. They have to question themselves on anything they have to do. So of course it makes their life a bit difficult. You know, I would say as a police officer, what's difficult is if you're a great cop, you're a good cop, and you're in there trying to do the best job you can, and you got those other racist or just fearful or just natural miserable cops in there that is putting you down so you can't do your job so they can go and abuse their authority. That is what's difficult on a cop. That's what I say is hard as hell every day for a good cop to do the right thing in the face of adversity of his own people. That, to me, is difficult. Then, he says, we need to help police departments get better. Okay, get better in what regard? Get better how? How should they get better? Should we help them have more money? You defund public services quite often. I mean, you think about it, police, there's socialism. That's a socialist idea. Paid by the government to do a social service. That is socialism. So I guess help them by defund them even more. I guess that's what he means while giving them more authority to take their aggressions of not having that much money out on us without any kind of punishment. And then he has to end with this. I don't think it's mean to civil rights. The fuck? I wish he didn't have civil rights. I wish he grew up not having any civil rights. Just having to do that shit every day. Just so that by now, this old crone would just say, damn, I would like some civil rights. I would like for them not to be violated. That's what I want. I wish every one of these little racist bastards out there would not have had any civil rights and had to work their ass off to fight for them. Might add civil rights that I'm going to have to say too many damn minorities don't even think about. They just go every day, worry about woe is me, my problems, LOL this, LOL that. Hey, we got rights. There are people that died, were humiliated, run through the mill by any means that we couldn't even imagine of us going through. Just so we today can say, man, fuck the police. Just so today we can say, I don't give a shit about any president. Just so we can look at somebody of equal standings or not, they could even be so above us, and just say, fuck you, man. That's what we got. And don't get beat on. Don't get imprisoned. Don't get messed up for it. So therefore, this Jeff Sessions, this Attorney General of the United States of America that Donald J. Trump appointed, I wish he'd go away. I wish anyone and everyone like him would just up and fucking vanish. Don't like him, don't need him, don't care about him. Yep, there goes my knee jerk for the day. This is Cedric Kennedy for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.